Am I the only one here? Hello? Crickets, crickets. People of the world, spice up your life. Every boy and every girl, spice up your life. That's how I would sing if I was British. People of the world, spice up your life. Every boy and every girl, spice up your life. That would basically is me if I was a Spice Girl. People of the world, spice up your life. Every boy and every girl. Why am I not in the Spice Girls? Why am I not in the Spice Girls? Because you're not British. Well, I can try. I can use my British accent. So good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Talk. Hopefully some of you have been alerted. As Facebook said, they are working on this. As you can tell by my lovely backdrop, I am home. There really is nothing like sleeping in your own bed. I don't care what anybody says. There is nothing like sleeping in your own bed. It is April Fool's Day. Trust no one and nothing. Every friend who tells you they're pregnant, every friend who tells you they're moving, every friend who tells you they're getting married or divorced, they are all lying. Today is April Fool's Day. Don't fall for it. Oh, Amber, I'm sorry. So we have so many new Coffee Talk watchers. It's so fun to meet new people and like see the ones that tell me how they found us and how happy they are to be here. Oh my gosh, Deborah Phillips, I'm sorry you got 5 alerts. That's a lot. Life alert, I've fallen and I can't get up. I just want to be British today. There must be some British in my coffee. Well, I saw this video of Victoria Beckham singing this morning. People of the world, spice up your life. Every boy and every girl. Okay, you want a really good April Fool's trick for your kids? Take a small piece of saran wrap and put it on top of the shampoo bottle or the ketchup bottle or any bottle and put the cap back on and watch them trying to get it out. All right, so I want to tell you a story. So where's Ace? He is sleeping on the floor over there. I'm surprised you can't hear him snoring. All right, so I know I do have a lot of energy in the morning. I really don't know why. So as some of you may know, if you follow me on Instagram, Danielle bought a new house and sold her, she bought the house and sold her old house in like the same 2 days. I knew her old house would sell because it was beautiful. It was the one on Jersey Belle, and Danielle designed it herself. So I knew it would sell. Anyway, so we went over to her palace yesterday, and on my Instagram stories, so if you're on my Instagram, you can watch my stories. You'll see all different rooms in the house. Like I tried to give you a tour. Okay. So, Debbie, you can't find my Instagram? It's Jamie P. Sullivan, but it's Jaime. Jamie P. Sullivan. I don't know. It's there, I promise. So anyway, so we went over to the house and we toasted, had a couple of glasses of champagne. I was so tired, but I needed to show up for her. And then we went out for dinner. So listen to this. I'm sitting at a table with a bunch of women, right? And Danielle starts talking about the move. And I said to her, are you a little sad about, you know, leaving your other house? We've had so many amazing memories there. You and Bart built that house. We shot Jersey Belle in that house. You've done so many epic photo shoots in that house. You brought Trooper home to that house. And she started to get emotional. And she was like, yeah. And like, I could see her eyes getting teary. And she was like, yeah, I could cry. But like, and the other women at the table were like, you know, looking around. And I'm like, so cry. It's sad. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But it's also, it is okay to acknowledge that you had lived a significant part of your life in another house. And she's like, well, Bart never gets attached to real. And I'm like, okay, this isn't about Bart. And you don't have to share Bart's emotion. You don't have to respond to Bart's emotion. If I only cried when Michael cried, we'd still be waiting. I would never cry, ever in my life. Could you imagine if I only felt comfortable crying if Michael emotionally responded to something? Oy, oy, oy. So anyway, I noticed that nobody else at the table is like encouraging her to let it out or feel this. So I'm like, is there something wrong with me? Am I like the crazy woman at the table that's like, cry? So a few minutes later, one of the other women at the table, she has a 4-year-old daughter. I say, are you guys going to have any more kids? And she says, we can't have any more. I go, oh, I'm sorry. She goes, it's okay. You know, we spent 3 years trying for the one we have, and we had to do and she starts telling me the story. And she said, but the other day my baby said that God isn't bringing us a brother or a sister. And it just broke my heart. And I see her eyes filling with tears. And she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I'm like, am I in a parallel universe somewhere? Like, am I being punked? Is this an April Fool's thing? So I said to her, why are you apologizing to me? Your tears don't make me uncomfortable. In fact, your tears make you real. I appreciate your tears. Thank you for participating in this emotional conversation. Why are you fighting the tears? It is sad that you would like to give your child a sibling and have been told that you can't do it. Why are you apologizing? She's like, I don't know. I'm not comfortable crying in front. And I'm like, oh, because would it make you feel better if I cried? Because I could cry at the drop of a hat. What should we talk about? Because I could cry. I could cry about the fact that Michael and I are not speaking to each other. Well, he's trying to speak to me and I'm not speaking to him right now. I could cry about my dad. I could cry about the fact that I was in Florida and saw my mother and we have such a complex relationship. And then I had to leave and I miss her in a lot of weird ways. I miss her and I love her. I could cry about the fact that I'm pitching my movie next week after 3 years of working on it. 3 years. And it's finally here and I'm so nervous that it's giving me diarrhea. And I could cry for like a million reasons. I don't want to apologize for it. I want to just be able to feel it and go with it. But I don't want to sit at a table with women who are all fighting back tears and fighting back things that they really feel. I want people around me to feel like they can feel. And I want you to feel like you are allowed to have emotions that are not always pleasant. That's the truth. I mean, crying is the way our body cleanses reboots, resets, cleanses our systems, right? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, surely nobody wants to be Debbie Downer per se, but I think that we, especially as women, need to stop apologizing every time we get a tear in our eye. Okay? Because for some reason, we've been made to feel like crying is weakness. It's weak to cry. Now, I can understand not wanting to cry in front of certain people because you do the ugly cry and you don't want to look like, remember how Oprah used to say, oh God, I'm doing the ugly cry in front of Tom Cruise, you know, like, you don't want to be the chick that's like in front of the guy you like that, like snot. That I totally got. I totally get that. But I'm just saying that it's more, okay, guys, this conversation is less about whether you look good crying or not crying or whatever. This conversation is more about we have to stop apologizing every time we have an emotion that may or may not make people uncomfortable. I cannot walk around life pretending I am happy all the time. I just can't do that. I'm not happy all the time. That's why Coffee Talk is not happy all the time, because it's legit not it's not humanly possible. And if you are surrounded by people who say things to you like, stop being so emotional, stop crying all the time, stop whatever, unless you legitimately are going through something, like if you're dealing with depression, that's completely different. But I'm saying, if just in general in your life, if you are surrounded by people who say, stop being so emotional all the time, no, you stop putting your stupid words into the air all the time. You stop just like talking in my ear space. You go ahead and be emotional when you feel like you need to be emotional. Don't ever apologize to me. If you are talking about something that is sad or heartbreaking, you don't have to apologize to me. And stop fighting the tears, ladies. Stop fighting the tears. Okay? I'm not kidding. I do not want to see that anymore. I want to see you guys say, I'm sorry. I am still not healed from the fact that I can't have another child, but I'll get there. Great. Cry it out. I'm right here with you. Salute. I'm going to come give you a hug and we're going to drink. Salute. Anyway. I don't like people that shame other people about their feelings. And I also don't like when people constantly are apologizing, like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Stop. Just cry. Cry, baby. Cry, baby. Isn't that what Janis Joplin said? All right, so I know I said that I would pitch my movie to you guys, but my agents were like, you are out of your mind. You cannot do that. So apparently it's like against the Hollywood law to pitch my movie to 1,000 people on Facebook Live. So I will have to talk to you guys about it after the pitch. But I do love you guys. I'm very, oh my gosh. Becky, what's your name? Becky Clemens. I am so sorry that somebody ever said this. Oh, Gail, yeah, you should love Janis since you're the one that turned me on to her. I didn't know anything about Janis until you introduced me to her. And I remember playing her in my house and my mom was like, oh, all that woman does is scream. And I was like, are you kidding? She's provocative. So anyway, I am going to go for a walk and then maybe go to Pilates before we do birthday presents and supermarket and blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. All those things. But anybody who needs a good cry, I'm here. Cry with me. I think I don't even know if April the giraffe is even really pregnant. I'm over watching that chick. So I'm leaving for LA on Wednesday, which is when I typically do the cooking and cast iron. So how about if I do cooking and cast iron maybe Tuesday night? Maybe Tuesday night. I'll let you guys know. Busted flat in Baton Rouge, waiting for a train, when I was feeling near as faded as my jeans. Bobby found to be so down just before rain. He wrote a song away to New Orleans. So I pulled my harpoon and my dirty red bandana. I was playing soft while Bobby sang the blues. Okay, now that I've damaged your ear space, let's do our video for the Wounded Warrior. Some of you don't even see a video. It's 10 seconds, y'all. Just hang on. Don't leave me. If you leave me now, boy. All right, so those of you who tolerate my singing, I appreciate you. Gail. Everybody has Gail to thank. If you can see Gail's comment, she introduced me to Janis Joplin when I was in high school. And I became friends with Gail, and she introduced me to Janis Joplin. And like, I don't remember who sings it, but there was this one song. Peace train sounding louder, ride on the peace train. And it was a whole different music world for me. So we all have Gail to thank for that, for my love of Janis Joplin. I don't know how you could love my singing. It's so bad, which means, Brandy, you must really love me. All right. I must go and walk off the 400 glasses of champagne I had last night. I love you guys so much today. Have a great day.